Let's do some more practice on multiplication. I have PMAN here with us today. How you doing, Mr. PMAN? I'm fine. How are you? It's good to have you. I know you've been doing a lot of rescuing with these exponents, and I know the people that you've been rescuing haven't had much time to ask because they just wanted you to save them. But since we have you here today, I want to ask, why do you add the exponents? You know, on your TV program, you say, I see multiplication, and then you say add. I see multiplication, so I add the exponents. Then you highlight the add, and then you add the exponents, and you get 2 to the 9th. So why do you do that, Mr. PMAN? Well, Miss Pierce, let me explain. 2 to the 5th, some people say that that is 10, and 2 to the 4th, some people say that that is 8, but really, 2 to the 5th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And when I multiply all of that together, I am multiplying 9 2's. So it's 2 to the 9th. Wow, Mr. P-Man, I didn't realize that 2 to the 5th wasn't 10. I thought it was 10. You know, Miss Pierce, a lot of people, they think that. Even when we get to the answer, they think that 2 to the 9th is 18. But can I see your calculator for a moment? Sure, Mr. P-Man. If I type in 2 to the 9th, I get 512, not 18. Wow, Mr. P-Man, I did not know that. Mr. P-Man, can you show us how to do number 5? Because I know my children would love to see you do that for them. Sure. Can I borrow a pen, please? Sure. Okay. I'm going to change the page, if that's okay with you. Sure, Mr. P-Man. I'm just glad to have you here. Okay, young people. -3 is the exponent on the R. +4 is the exponent on the R. -4 is the exponent on the S. When I go to rescue these exponents, there are only 2 of them that will go together. And that's the one that have the same base, the R and the R. And I simply add them. -3 plus 4 is 1. So these 2, because I see multiplication, meaning I add the exponents, I'm sorry about that. That was my beeper going off. Someone's in need. So let me finish this problem and fly to them. -3 plus 4 gives me 1. So that would be R to the 1st power times S to the -4. Now, S to the -4 has been rescued in this mission because it didn't do anything to him. There was nothing to be done to him, so he's fine. But he's not happy because he needs to go home. This is not his home. His home would be on the other side of the fraction. But I do not move R to the 1st because he's not negative. S is sad. This rescue mission has happened. Even though he didn't have another friend to combine with, the rescue mission is complete, but he's not happy. So I need to take S home, which is on the other side of the fraction, and that's your final answer. Well, Mr. P-Man, thank you so much for explaining that. I really appreciate you being here today. I'll take over from here. I know you got a rescue mission to go. I got to start your people go off. Thank you so much. Please come back again. Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Pierce. It was a pleasure being here. See you later. Bye-bye. Boy, I tell you, Mr. PMAN, he's awesome, isn't he? I love the way he did that last problem. He only put -3 and 4 together, and that's how he got 1 when he added. And then he moved -4 to the other side of the fraction, but he didn't move the r. So, wow, let's go ahead and write that answer in here. That was pretty cool. That's really cool. So let's do number 8. By now, you guys know you just add the exponents. So that is h. Oh, I need to call on Mr. PMAN. I almost did that wrong, didn't I? That is a power of a power. So you have to multiply there. Ah, Mr. PMAN! Okay, so he would have said, the power within me, multiply the exponents. So we have to multiply. You don't add. So that's h to the 10th. Okay? I guess one way to remember would be to see parentheses here, and there's an exponent waiting on the outside. That's your hint that you need to multiply here. Let's do number 12 and take our time. So I'm going to move Mr. PMAN's paper out of the way. It was good having him. Let's multiply the exponents. Let's see. Is that right? We have power because we have the parentheses. And so when you have the power of a power, we're going to multiply the exponents. Multiply. Okay, so this is what I need to do. And that's -10 if you do 5 times -2. Okay? Times w -3. Now, he would see multiplication, and he would do what? Add the exponents. So a -10 plus -3 would be w to the 13th power. -13th power. Okay. Now, what do we do? Somebody said call on PMAN. Okay, remember what he said when the exponent was negative on the last one? If I'm negative, he's not happy, he's not where he needs to be, so move him to the other side of the fraction. So that means it would go below. And if we don't put the 1 at the top, he doesn't have a head. So, gotta put the 1. And that's it. Let's do number 15. There's a 1 here. And there's a 1 here, so we are going to multiply exponents because we see parentheses. That's power of a power. So that becomes 3 to the 4th, b to the 4th. And to simplify that, in your calculator, you can type 3 to the 4th, and it will give you 81. And then you just write b to the 4th next to it. Okay. You are now going to do the highlighted questions. So I will leave that so you can see it for a moment. If you need to pause it, do so. And from the 5 problems I did, you should be able to do 1, 4, 10, 3, 6, 9, 14, 16, 17. Well, me and Mr. PMAN.